Hey everyone, welcome back to Ancestral Healing. I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to be talking about a couple of reasons, 5 to be exact, why carnivore may not be working for you. Now, there's a lot of reasons why it may not be working for you, but I've come up with 5 common reasons that people usually overlook or maybe they don't know. I didn't know these when I was first starting, and I went strict carnivore. I dived right in cold turkey, and I was on the toilet a lot. It was rough. So if someone would have told me these tips, it would have been a way smoother transition. So I'm here to talk about these 5 reasons why the carnivore diet isn't working for you, in hopes to shed some light and make this process an easier one for you, because true healing can take place. Reason number 1, you are under eating. Early on in the carnivore diet, it's common to feel very hungry. We are conditioned as a society to always be snacking. You got a midday snack, a snack before dinner, maybe a little dessert in there. For work, we pack snacks. We gotta have all the snacks. But is that normal? Is it helping us? Probably not. I mean, it depends what the snacks are, and some would argue that maybe snacks aren't even essential at all if we're getting the proper nutrient density in our breakfast, lunch, or dinner, depending on how many meals you're getting a day. I think that our culture is so messed up with the whole snacking thing and also what we eat as a whole, that we are really out of tune with our hunger cues. We confuse boredom for hunger. Half the time when I was eating, I wasn't even hungry. I was just bored or thirsty. Have a glass of water, see how you feel after. My rule is, it's kind of a joke because I don't eat bread now, but when someone says, I'm hungry or I'm really hungry, I'm like, would you eat a piece of toast with butter? And more than 90% of the time, they're like, no. I'm like, "Well, you're not hungry. Like, if you're hungry, you'll eat whatever is available." So that's my tip. Eat more meat, especially during the adaptation phase. Eat until you are satiated, which means until you are full. So with time, you will develop a compass that will tell you when you're full, when to stop eating. But another recommendation that I have is, don't count calories, don't track your macros, none of that stuff. Just eat until you're full, sit down at the table, put your technology away as you're eating, chew your food slowly and mindfully, and enjoy that meal. Be present for that meal because it's there to heal you. When you go on the carnivore diet, you lose a lot of water weight. When you lose water, you lose electrolytes. That's sodium, magnesium, potassium, and chloride. You can add electrolytes in by generously salting your meat. Obviously, salt it to your liking. Don't oversalt it that you are repulsed by the meat. That will provide sodium and chloride. My favorite salt is Redmond's Real Salt. It's the salt I have been using since the very beginning. I never supplemented electrolytes. I didn't have the need to. I used to get a lot of really, really bad um, calf cramps, and I would just add a lot of salt to my water. Also, drinking a lot of meaty bone broth, so bone broth that still has a lot of meat on the bones, will provide you with a good amount of potassium. Some people supplement electrolytes during the adaptation phase. Like I said, I've never done that, but I've heard a brand that does it well is a brand called LMNT. I'll put their website down below. You can feel free to check them out. I don't know much about them, but I know a lot of people in this space vouch for this brand. Another reason why the carnivore diet may not be working for you, or why you're struggling extra hard, is that you came into this with existing GI problems. This is where I would work personally with a professional, a functional nutritionist who is knowledgeable in this field, in the whether it's strict carnivore, animal-based, ketogenic field, because you need someone who already has the background and the scientific knowledge to help you out. GI issues are extremely common when coming from a low fat diet or a diet that is very high in fiber. The reason why I say it might be good to work with a professional is that during this time, Your gallbladder may need some support in learning how to produce its own bile again. Our gallbladder needs to produce bile on its own in order to function properly. So when you work with a, let's say a functional nutritionist, they may ask you to supplement ox bile. This is something that I'm seeing a lot all over the internet. I personally don't know enough about it, but it's just a little tip and trick for you. You can go down the rabbit holes yourself if you're having existing GI issues. Look out for ox bile. Do some research on the internet. I know Nutrition with Judy has a lot of information on this on her website. Reason number 4 why the carnivore diet may not be working for you is that your sleep is off. So sleep is number 1. I think you could be doing really, really well in all areas of your life, but if your sleep is off, that has a trickling effect on everything. So my number 1 recommendation is to always prioritize that you're getting enough sleep. During the transition phase on a carnivore diet, you can experience some symptoms of insomnia, or you're not able to fall asleep as early as you were before, or perhaps you wake up in the middle of the night. This is all part of the process. It's just your body transitioning. It's going through some big, big changes. My top 2 tips for improving your sleep. I actually have another whole video on sleep where I break it down a little bit more, but I would say right off the bat, my top 2 tips is put away your technology 2 to 3 hours before bed. Turn off all the TVs, the blue screens, and also, this is huge, do not eat within 2 to 4 hours before going to bed. Allow your body the time to digest food. If you're getting hungry during that time, maybe have a light snack, something small, something that's not going to be a lot of work for your body to digest. Because if you eat too late, your body's going to be putting in that work all night, and most likely you will wake up feeling crappy, tired. When I eat late, even on a carnivore diet, even as healthy as I feel, if I eat late, and late could mean 8 p.m., but I'm in bed by 9:30, 10, I literally wake up and I feel like garbage. My eyes get really puffy, my face is puffy. I'm just slugging around all day. So that's my number 1 thing for sleep. Eat really, really early on. Give yourself time to digest the food. And the final, and I think one of the most important reasons, is reason number 5. You're not being patient enough. If you're here watching this video and you're really in a tough spot, you're sick, you've been sick for a long time, well, it probably took a long time to get you there. It probably took years, and your body's been through a lot, your mind's been through a lot, and this is an accumulation of your past. So it will take some time to heal. You cannot expect quick results right away, overnight. Maybe you won't even see the results that you want within 2 to 6 months, but you have to be patient. I would say to give yourself at least 90 days if you're doing a carnivore diet for healing. Generally, the first 30 days are for adapting. Then the next 30 days are for healing. And then the 30 days after that is called the thriving phase. This can look different for everybody, and it most likely will. For me, it definitely was month 1 adapting, month 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 healing, and then but I did start actually experiencing healing, thriving, which is the 3rd phase. I started to experience that within the first month, but they kind of overlap each other, the phases. So it's not going to be just healing, adapting. They're kind of going to overlap and they're going to look a little bit different. But just be patient, and also make sure that you're eating, you know, the best sourced meats. If you can, don't go to Wendy's every day. Don't go to McDonald's and have their hamburger patties. I know some of you might come after me for that one because we know Kelly Hogan is thriving on McDonald's patties, but you guys know what I mean. Check the vegetable oils. Make sure your meat's been cooked in beef tallow, pork lard, and healthy animal fats. Um, just do your due diligence, and I know that things will work out for you. So that's it. Those are my 5 reasons why the carnivore diet may not be working for you. But these are all reasons that can be turned around. There's always a solution. So I hope you guys found some value in this video. I really appreciate all of you supporting my channel. I'm almost at 20,000 subscribers and almost at 1 million views total. That sounds crazy to me. Like, I can't believe it. I have to pinch myself. So that's all because of you guys. I appreciate it so much. And I will talk a little bit more about what I've been up to in my next video. And actually, guys, I think today is my 100th video, which is super cool. Yay! So I'm gonna have a great day because of that. That's something to celebrate. Hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. If you haven't already checked out these other 2 videos on the screen, go ahead, check them out. Do you like them? Give me a like, subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.